Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Neil Reviews It, Kung Fu Classics.
Neil reviews it. What is it? It's the thing that Neil reviews. Neil reviews it. That is, if he doesn't screw it up.
Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Neil Reviews It, Kung Fu Classics. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Feel free to leave a nice comment. Feel free to check out the 7-inch on Spotify or iTunes. Feel free to check out the podcast at Anchor or on Spotify or iTunes. Is iTunes still a thing? I don't know. I'm very out of touch. Today on Kung Fu Classics, we're going to discuss Slaughter in San Francisco, also known as Yellow-Faced Tiger. This is billed as a Chuck Norris movie. I don't know, I guess it's like his second one, or it's right after or right before The Way of the Dragon. I'm assuming it's after, because then Bruce Lee would be in it, I imagine. The guy, the main protagonist is excellent. I don't know him, I don't recognize him. It's another one of these movies where, like, Chuck Norris is billed high on the billing, but he's in for like 2 or 3 minutes at the beginning to establish that he's the bad guy, and then he's not back into the movie until the very end when he's in the epic fight scene or whatever. This final fight is much better than the final fight in The Way of the Dragon. Chuck Norris plays defense, a lot of really great back and forth parrying. I don't know the word, but there's a lot of back and forth with the main protagonist guy. There's this guy, I guess Chuck Boyd is his name. He plays the Chinese guy's partner. He's really cool. Like, he can fight. I don't know if he's in other things. I'm gonna have to do some research. I'm not really. No, I guess with the Kung Fu stuff, I've been doing some research on that. So I'll find out if Chuck Boyd was in some other stuff. Because he was really cool. I think that's his name, Chuck Boyd. I'm not sure. But he was really cool. Chuck Boyd might be the cop, the main, like the commissioner, the police chief guy. Because they bill Chuck Norris, and then there's an Asian's name, which I'm assuming is the Chinese guy who's like the lead, and then there's a third person, Chuck Boyd, who gets top billing. I assumed it's the black guy just because he's in it mostly. He's in it, but the police chief's in it a lot too. So it might be the police chief. I'll put it right here. This is Chuck Boyd. And this is the other person who's not Chuck Boyd. This black guy and this Chinese guy walk into a bar. No, this black guy and this Chinese guy are cops. They're partners. They beat up the black cop. The Chinese cop defends him and ends up accidentally murdering someone. So he gets kicked off the force. Then the black cop gets murdered by bank robbers. It's really convoluted. They didn't need to do all of that. I like it because they add the extra fights in, but, you know, we didn't need all the extra steps. So he goes and investigates the thing anyway, finds out that the police chief is the bad guy. The bad guy is in cahoots with Chuck Norris, who's this big mafia guy. Not a mafia guy, but like, I'm so rich I can do whatever I want. And then there's a fight at the end. It's the early 70s, so it's there's some real problematic stuff in there. It's real, everyone's real slimy. It appears that even though the actors, most of the actors are speaking English, it appears that it's English overdubs. It's a very weird thing. And the audio is atrocious. Whoever mixed the audio, I don't know if it was like maybe exploitation films at the time were doing that, like over the top, like it was that, like just over the top sound effects. It was disconcerting, to say the least. And the audio being out of sync and like obvious, that's clearly not Chuck Norris's voice. It took me out of it, to be honest. Some of the fights were really good. The main character, he's a great martial artist. There's a really great scene on the beach where he's awesome. The black dude against, like, he fights like these 5 Chinese bank robbers. That's a really great fight scene until like someone pulls a gun and shoots him. That's bad. The fight scene at the end with Chuck Norris versus the main protagonist, that's really great. And it's cool because, like, first he's fighting all the underlings at once, and then Chuck Norris is like, no, I got him. And then Chuck Norris has a hard time with him, and then the underlings come in again, and then, like, Chuck Norris's pride's hurt, and he's like, no, I'm doing it. I want to fight him. So he gets back in there. The fights were really fun. Really good fights, really good martial arts. The audio really took me out of it, though. I'm gonna give it a skull bobblehead because the audio just really, really ruined it for me. I would have preferred just, if it was in Chinese and then there were subtitles, it would have been way better. And the over-the-top sound effects, just really bad. Really, really took me out of it. And what are we doing? Are we doing a story or are we doing fights? Fights? We're going to do fights. For fights, Ceramic Dragon. We'll do 3. We'll do 3 from now on. Skull Bobblehead for fun, but the fights, I give it Ceramic Dragon. Story, Rubber Duck. How's that? Thanks so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. If you haven't already, leave a nice comment. Talk to me about Kung Fu, man. I want to learn more about these movies. If you got some insight or something I should check out that I haven't checked out yet, hit me up in the comments. Let me know. All right, thank you.